Welcome to our next section, which is how to get your horse in front of the leg. And then if we develop and get him in front of the leg, then maybe I'll be able to show you some of leg to hand in the process of all of this as well. So let's get started. What I want you to look for is what you see in him. There's lots of reasons why horses aren't in front of their leg. It can be that they just mentally don't want to go. You know, it's that type of horse that just doesn't have a lot of want to go in them. It can also be a physical. Now, physical doesn't mean it's a lameness or something bad, but it could be that they take longer to warm up their muscles, flex their joints, get comfortable so that they can start to flow freely forward the way we're looking for them to do that. So let's see with him. Let's see if you can figure out why he doesn't want to go freely forward from the very beginning and why I take the time to do it, because the end result for him and for me is quite great. It's just getting there. I have to be patient. He has to be patient. He has to be patient with me. No, he says. And off we go. Okay, let's go. And you can even see there, like that's not in front of the leg. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put a little bit of leg on. I'm still going to try to do it quite consistently, clearly and consistently, right? And then fair with lots of generosity. So I'm going to be clear. I want to trot. I'm going to put both legs on. I get nothing. I put both legs on a little more. I get nothing. I put both legs on. I say, hey, I'm going to use a little stick. I got a little. Okay, I'll take a little. I'll start with a little. Just get this picture of what you're seeing now, because I promise that this picture will be different after we warm up. So we're just going to take the time that we need to for him. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to keep asking. So with this horse, though, I'm going to let him trot around a couple of times. Sometimes your older horses need a little bit more time. And if he doesn't go, I might ask again. And if he doesn't give, I might ask again. And then I might just tap him lightly with the stick on the shoulder. And when I use a stick on the shoulder, or the reason I use the stick on the shoulder, is because that's an area that horses generally don't get offended if you ask them to go forward. If I use the stick behind my leg, for some horses, and you watch, you saw the swish of the tail. Okay, he's looking. That's okay, but you hear the swish of the tail. You can see it. I use the stick. He swishes. He doesn't like it. That's offensive. And I'm not hitting him hard. But with this, there you saw, even his eye changed, his ear changed a little bit. But if I come and I do the same thing on his shoulder, I don't get that same reaction. So if I want more forward, I might say a little bit of leg, nothing. Yep, there I got a little, so I'm not going to ask anymore. Now I'm going to ask again. Little more. Got a little more, so I didn't need any stick. And as I'm doing this, you see I'm making big, gentle turns, trying to figure out a little pattern for him so that he bends. There he's stretching down. I really like the stretch down in my warm-up for all level of horses, from my young horses to my FEI level horses. I want them to stretch. This stretch happens from his pole to his tail. All those big muscles starting to stretch. I'm gonna work this into my warm-up as I'm wanting to get him more in front of my leg. Good. Then I might do a transition just off my body, and you see he just dies. Okay. So I'm gonna say, hey, little trot, little trot. Okay, there it goes. So I'm gonna leave him alone. Then I'm going to walk and trot. You saw the swish. He didn't really like that I put that much leg on, But look how much more trot I already have. I've done 2 transitions. And walk and trot. Good. Not perfect. Hardly ever is. Don't worry about that. Just start to put it together a little at a time. Now with this horse, we've gotten a little improvement. It's, again, not as much as I'm going to want, but I might walk again. And what I want you to notice too, even in these transitions, they're not horrible. He's not dropping his back. He's not stepping up as much as I want as we advance, but it's not bad. So I'm feeling all these things as I go. Get a little more bend. Maybe I'll push him out and then canter. Oh, now, I didn't want to change. I can say thank you for giving me a change. That's just that he's not straight yet. Canter again. And I might even get off his back. You see how he wiggles here. Not straight, wiggling. Get up off his back again. Doesn't matter what discipline. And here I'm just asking a little with my stick so that I don't nag him with my leg. Good. Again, lots of changes of direction. Lots of bending. And I'll canter again. Start to notice it's getting a little better as we go. Again, I'm going to let him be nice and long. I think that's important in every warm-up and also when you warm them down. You can get up in 2-point. Up. You can even leg yield out. Good. Might do just a little bit of shoulder in because he can. Little leg yield out. Stretch. I know that he's accepting my contact because he's taking it down when I ask him to. Oh, there I totally missed the ball, huh? So I'm gonna canter again so that the transition is my idea, not his. And the thing is too, here I have a horse that's not in front of my leg. My leg needs to be able to be off, okay? And still go. I can't, what happens so often with horses that are not in front of the leg is that we push, and look what happens to my body. It gets tighter. My inside rein has to hold him up and pull him out. That's what I don't want to do, okay? I want to sit up and just direct where I'm going. And trot, new bend, new canter. Didn't go, I'm going to put a little leg on here. Super. And as I get more in front of the leg, then I can go back to my trot. And if I whisper and say, just going to give him a break. But if I start to whisper and say, hey, let's go forward, I should have a reaction. This is a little dead, right? You saw I stopped. He kind of stopped. So I'm going to say, hey, hello. Okay, a little better. Not enough though, because if I have to work every stride, not in front of my leg then. Then as I'm getting him in front of my leg, if we need to take a break, breaks are really important for the horse, physically and in the learning phase. But I could say, hey, I might work on my leg yield a little. See, he moves sideways off my leg, Right, we showed a little bit of that in the groundwork. And there he moved pretty nicely off that leg. Good boy. You can add little exercises like that, and then as he march forward again. So what I'm going to do is in the corner, I'm going to trot. In the middle at C, I'm going to canter. So does he trot? Had to have a little cluck. Yes, he did. Can I canter? Yes, good. Can I come across the diagonal? Yes. Do a nice easy change. Up, up. And I'm not working very hard here. I'm going to come down quarter line, and I'm going to leg yield over. Good boy. Good. Then if I trot, oh, he came a little bit above the bridle in that transition, so I might just canter again and say, hey, I want a better transition. Use a little outside rein, inside leg. Good, that was nice. But now, look at how much in front of my leg I have.